Hey kids, hey everybody. Happy Slapper Day to you. Would somebody please name Frank slap a number on this damn thing?
All right, this is SlapperCast number 319. Yes.
All right. I guess we'll just keep this one in the vault until we get around to 319 because it's only 1971 and podcasts haven't been invented yet. So let's just wait. So this is a long few shows and mucho enjoyable. Obviously, College Station takes the first prize.
Yep.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Landslide first place.
Yeah. Louisville, tremendous, but the cold ran them out. They got a cold snap right as we got there. I mean, that's kind of par for the course, right? We arrive, the devil rides in, but T-Bone Tom's always a delight.
Yeah.
And so let me ask you this: who did the most? Okay, Abundance is off the table. They win everything, first prize in everything. Because my question is this: of all these places, who did the most Paddy's Day promotions that you saw?
Oh, Abandons.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Take two. He
does that every time.
Can I?
I was actually listening to him, and I just totally.
I'm so sorry.
But here, let me throw this in here. Let me throw this in here. This is. Was this how many shows was this in a row? 5. Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
yeah,
Sunday,
5.
Monday. 5, right. And many hours of driving. Tonight we've got 3.5, 4, right?
Yeah.
And everybody has been. Oh, and I hit a deer. That's yeah. So.
On the way home from chemo, right?
Yeah. So we've had immense mileage, hours, playing. I mean, there wasn't one show where we threw down, right?
Yeah.
Correct? Everybody agreed?
Yeah.
So we are on fumes right now. It's 10:54. We're eastbound and round. So everybody's shattered. Everybody is fried. There's just no two ways about it. When they say tase me, bro, it doesn't even affect us, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm just putting the caveat on there. So what of all these places? Who did so we did Crate and Barrel tonight. Crate and Barrel, copyright, don't use it. Crate and Barrel, Round Rock, and then we did the aforementioned winners of all Abandons last night, 12 hours, and then the night before that was Louisville, just outside of Dallas. The night before that was Katy.
Swallows and Scoundrels.
Yes. The night before that was T-Bones in Kima. So lot of different stuff. Who did the most decorations, promotions? How do you say shit?
I mean, I'll give it to Louisville.
You give it to Louisville?
I mean, I saw them online all the time for the promotions. Decorations, maybe not, but because it was
I thought they.
Well, I guess it was big. It was an outside festival. So,
huge.
I'm gonna say Louisville.
Louisville?
Yeah.
I think it was probably Cork Barrel. But that's again, it's just like who's in my feed,
No, yeah. But I'm talking about when you get there, the stuff when you were there.
Oh.
What the decorations, all the.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about advertisements and shit.
I swear I said decorations. Maybe I didn't. What do you think, Frank?
Yeah, I think, of course, no bands aside, like we discussed, I think Cork Barrel had, the most, decorations for St. Patrick's Day. I mean, I just feel like it stood out to me more than any other venue that we set foot into for this tour.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you were going out on Paddy's Day as a regular punter, would you, or just going out for, that's it. If you're going out for drinks and you want to celebrate Paddy's Day, what would you look for? Turbo, start with you. What would you look for if you're going out for?
If I'm going banger party, I'm gonna find a show event biggest I can find.
Okay.
But if I'm going as a punter, I'm going just to the local smallest pub I can find.
Neighborhood pub?
Neighborhood pub.
And what would you look? Would you be looking for? Decor, Irish music, authenticity.
If I was looking for a small pub in the neighborhood, I'm looking for almost no music, just small little quiet pub. Okay. I'd sit there quiet, have a couple beers, and I would be quiet.
Chad, what Paddy say?
Well, in reality, I wouldn't go. The last time I would want to go to a pub. But I would want to go, if I was going, I would want to go someplace that I know they're going to have a good pint. And they have decent smithings, at least. You know.
But for Paddy's Day, if you're looking for a Paddy's Day thing, would you... Well,
I mean, the beer is, that's the most important thing besides music. So, yeah.
So you look for... So obviously they're going to have beer. Would you look for live music? Would you look for Irish music? Would you look...
I think just a good band. I don't know. I didn't have to be Irish music.
Okay, so Paddy's Day means fuck all them. All right, Frank, same question.
It does.
Yeah, I would look for a place where I could like go like hear one concert and then whatever I want, I could just leave and simply walk to another and like just drink as much as I want. Quiet place would not be in the question at all for a day like St. Patrick's Day.
Would you look for an Irish
I would
band?
say, like, for example, O'Bannon's in that area. It kind of rings a bell. Like, you can go to O'Bannon's for as long as you want, then you can just walk down the street a little ways, go to the next bar, and so on and so forth. And it's like a very, very, like, kind of contained environment that you can just kind of let loose and not have to worry about, like,
He's pub crawling.
driving.
Yeah.
Pub crawl, yes.
Yeah, would you look for Irish music?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just curious because, obviously, it's a hypothetical. I thought I made that clear at the beginning,
I
but
would say, just kind of on that note. I mean, definitely Irish music would just make the day perfect. But I would be open, going to another place as well if they had other styles of music too. But definitely would have to get a feel of the Irish songs.
yeah. So, in this day and age, I'm curious, and I wonder if anybody maybe ask our slapper heads online. What do you look for on Paddy's Day? Is it even something you look for? I look forward to it just because we get to go and play a bunch, and it's really fun to deliver our brand of music, blah blah blah. But I'm just curious about going out for a drink on Paddy's Day, or for many drinks on Paddy's Day. What do you look for? And do you look for Irish rock bands? Does it have to be the funny hats and the red beards, and no offense, and the leprechaun and pots of gold bullshit?
I mean, growing up in Havasu, there was no good Irish music there, nothing like that. It was goofy hats, and
Yeah.
just get bombed and party. I mean, it was loud banging party.
But you guys do that at funerals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when I was at that orgy at the old folks' home in Havasu,
Yeah.
that was that was some crazy.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Felt good.
Yeah, it did. It did. I had no idea you were behind me.
Yeah.
In our decision to go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, digression. This is what I wanted to ask. I saw this very cool thing on I think it's a podcast. I'm not sure, but we're gonna go out there on this one. It's not sex robot talk, but it's
Let it rip.
all right. It's just weird. It's just weird. This is the last thing that you would think I would ask you tonight, but here we go. I don't know who I'm going to start with. How do we draw straws? Who wants to go first?
Frank, you're up first. We'll go by age.
All right. Okay, and go upwards. Okay.
Go upwards. Youngest first.
All right.
What do we got?
All right. This is what we got. So they're going to make a movie about your life. Who is going to play you, young and present age?
Wow.
Yeah.
Young and present age, a movie of my life.
Yes.
Man, that is
It's a tough question, isn't it?
very tough.
Now, but you have to answer fast because these motherfuckers are already sitting there going, all right, Tom Selleck, Telly Savalas. Yeah,
That's fucking bullshit.
that's a good one.
All right, well, this is just kind of off the cusp of just thinking on the spot here. So it's like a young me, I would say Timothy Chalamet.
Who's that?
Chalamet.
Or Chalamet, yeah.
Same.
Chad knows who I'm talking about.
Shyamalan Ding.
And then,
He's the guy who played Bob Dylan in the recent one, I think.
yeah.
Didn't see it.
And then, for a modern me, I would say Chris Evans.
What? All right, so who would play your mother?
Who would play my mother?
Present day.
I feel like this is a question I shouldn't answer. Because my mom might shun me if she ever hears about this.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we hit pause and we won't show her when we go up there in Memorial Weekend. Come on, you can say I can tell you who I would have play my mother.
All right, go for it.
Tina Turner.
For real? That's a good one.
I know. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have Lindsay Lohan play my character.
Play you?
Yeah, as a kid, I'm gonna be Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
And as an adult, I'm gonna be Carrot Top.
That's pretty good.
That's what's
That's pretty
happening.
good. All right. So who would play your dad?
My dad?
No, Frank.
Oh,
Who would play my dad? I'd say Harrison Ford.
Cool.
Are you asking to like be on the wheel?
Yeah.
All right.
I
And
know
then-
who'd play my dad. The dude in The Sopranos. Who's the guy from The Sopranos?
Never saw
The
it.
main character. The
Oh,
Soprano guy.
Yes, yeah. I do actually know that.
That's my dad.
He's
the
does
Godfather.
Does he look like him? Like the Godfather or the?
No, he's
Oh.
in
that's-
general. That's
yes.
like his theme. He's the Godfather, right?
Papa's son. Cigar smoking Gandolfini. Is that him?
Yes. That's
Yeah.
exactly who it is.
Yeah. I don't knew that. I don't even think I've ever seen him in it. I never saw it.
Yeah.
So you said Harrison Ford, and you didn't say who would play your mother?
Let's see who could play my mother. Guess Natalie Portman. That first person who comes to mind.
All right.
That's a pretty good one.
All right. That's pretty good.
Frank's good at this game.
I know. Well, yeah. It's
Patrick thinks otherwise.
No. It's just it's such a weird question. I didn't want to ask the
Like, what do you think of? All I was thinking was people with red hair.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
like
what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean it's so random, but Chad. So who you got? Who's gonna play you, young and old?
If it was a teenager, it would either be Michael J. Fox or Andrew McCarthy.
That's a good. Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen pictures
Well
of me with
done.
hair, because Andrew McCarthy, I actually kind of look like him, or he looked like me, I should say. Somebody, and I never thought I looked like Michael J. Fox, but people did tell me that back when I had full head of hair when I was 16. That's back when he was on the Family Ties show, before Back to the Future and all that shit. As an adult, it's like you talking about trying to think of people with red hair. I'm just taking through bald guys.
But it doesn't have to be bald.
I know.
Just who would
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. See, that's the bald guy thing that
Yeah.
pisses me off the most. Like, just because he's bald,
Yeah.
fuck off.
There's no.
No, it's because he has billions, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's bald.
I'm trying to hook you up.
That's
Yeah.
why.
You got like a Jason Statham, dude.
Hey,
Who's that?
He's like the action guy, the action star.
No.
He's the transporter
the Fast and the Frivolous,
guy.
isn't it?
I don't know if he was. Maybe he was in the later ones.
I don't know. I've never
That's
seen it.
Vin Diesel, whatever. Fast and
Vin
Furious.
Diesel. That's a chimp.
I think Patrick Stewart, just because I like to see him playing bass. That'd be hilarious.
All right, parents.
Parents, if it was my dad, probably Jack Nicholson, the younger Jack Nicholson,
All right,
because he did actually resemble him back then. My mom, I don't know why this came to mind first, but like a young Sophia Loren.
Oh, okay.
My mom didn't have the same olive skin, but
It doesn't have to be. That's what I'm
She's-
saying.
I don't know.
You guys keep making up rules. No fucking rules.
she was beautiful, and so was my mom. So there you go.
So who would play your mother?
For my mom,
Yeah.
Rachel Maddow. That'd be my mom.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Like
I would-
James Gandolfini.
Yeah.
Wow.
I put those two together.
Okay.
She'd be like a giant time,
And then
time bomb.
the young you're sticking with Lindsay Lohan. And,
No, that was kind of my joke.
Okay.
I was trying to think of the young one. I was kind of thinking, I don't know, part of me, I don't know why I'm thinking about this, because I look nothing like this kid, but the kid from A Christmas Story, Ralphie, whatever, the kid
Yeah,
who shoots his
yeah.
eye with a BB gun. I'm like, why is that kid going to play me as a kid?
That'd be cool.
Like, he was in that movie, The Dirt Bike Kid. Anybody ever see The Dirt
No.
Bike Kid? Where the dirt bike kind of comes alive. This guy's like a mind of its own. The Dirt Bike Kid. Oh, I used to love that movie when I was a kid.
So it's like Herbie, but a motorcycle?
Yes.
That's awful.
I'm not even sure. Yeah, he's in that movie, so that's why I was like, oh, I loved that when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
that dude's gonna, I don't even know his name. He's gonna play
Yeah.
me as a kid.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're getting red hair and you're making
Yeah.
it happen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it'll be two of them.
And then old you?
Carrot Top.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen me send to his face?
Yeah.
All right.
It's terrible. No, I think an old me would be Kurt Russell.
Oh,
That'd be an old
I
me.
could.
Kurt Russell.
I can see that.
Yep.
So no Woody Harrelson.
Ooh, that'd have been a good one too.
That's a good one too.
You know what I mean? Miss
I still
Miss
haven't
Moxie
seen-
would be freaking Goldie Hawn. You know, like we could pull it off because I'm like, oh, Christmas Chronicles.
Yeah. So now coming back around, Frank, you still awake?
Yep, I'm awake.
All right. So coming back around, if you were to direct it, if you were to direct this movie,
This is fun.
isn't it fun?
Yeah, I like this.
That's what-
Sorry, I'm getting into it right now.
All right.
All right, so if I were to direct this movie,
So if you're going to direct the movie, and please, if your mother is going to watch it, please don't do a porn scene. You know, like don't do the, just annex that. All right, just no. Right. So if there was like a major event in your life, can you just off the top of your head right now put it? And I'm so glad you're going last because I want to hear yours. But can you put together a scene just in your head? It's a difficult question, and I don't even think they did this. I think this is all brand fucking new. Brand bleeping new. So some major life event that you could just throw together in a scene right now. Tell us what you're trying to portray and in what, just basically write a scene off the top of your head.
and just kind of describe the scene,
Yes.
like who would be in it and all
Yes.
A fiction scene or a non-fiction scene?
I mean, yeah, this could be a real thing, or preferably a real thing. Only because, it's, I don't know. It would just kind of be cool to, like.
that. So this will be a non-fiction scene that I'm going to describe. So when going through school when I was younger, I was in the Boy Scouts of America program, and I reached the highest rank in the program, Eagle Scout. So it's tradition that whenever someone in Scouts reaches that rank of Eagle Scout, they'll have like a ceremony which is called like an Eagle Scout Court of Honor. So overall, just kind of a celebration, just kind of recognize that individual's accomplishments and whatnot. It can be celebrated by the fellow scouts in the troop, all the parents of everybody, family of the new Eagle Scout, friends as well, and just kind of whoever the new Eagle Scout wants to welcome. And so just for context, so in order to reach the rank of Eagle Scout, you have to go through a bunch of like lower ranks in the Boy Scout totem pole, kind of learning various skills like knot tying, first aid, just to name a few, and etc. so forth. And then specifically to get to the Eagle Scout rank, you have to complete a community service project. It has to be approved by the Boy Scouts of America program, and then I think it has to be a certain amount of hours or length of time that it would take to accomplish or something along those lines. So what I did specifically for my project was I made a safety video for elementary, middle school age kids, just with various skits, teaching them good morals and behaviors to practice. For example, one was eating healthy, or not swimming alone, looking both ways before you enter into the street to retrieve a ball if you're playing outside, use playground equipment properly, so on and so forth. There's a whole lot of skits. That's just what I can remember off the top of my head. So this ceremony would be basically a celebration of me completing that project, and I would have my parents, my sister, my grandma would be there at the ceremony, and then all my fellow Boy Scouts, Scoutmaster, my friend Austin would be there.
Well, let me ask you this: is there anything in your Because I'm thinking, all right, that's cool. Keep that. It's cool. Let me ask you this: is there any life-changing moment, near-death experience? I want to get. I should have made that clear. I should have. Something. Not, again, not taking anything away from that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, is there something?
Well, I think in a way it did kind of it was kind of life-changing for me in a way. my life was just fine before accomplishing the Eagle Scout ring, but I think it just really reinforced to me as a younger me, is like, I can accomplish anything I set my mind to, and
No
anything
question.
I put the work forth towards, and it was just reaching the Eagle Scout rank to me was just a living proof of that I put in the effort to it, and get help when I need help and all that, then I can accomplish whatever I want to achieve in life.
Cool.
Got it? So who died? You know what I mean?
Who died? The lazy me.
Yay!
And
Yes.
hard-working me emerged.
That was a good
Yeah.
conclusion to that
Yeah.
story. Well done.
That's cool. So you have no laziness now?
No laziness.
You're cured of it?
Yes, I am cured. I honestly, I kind of fast forward today. It's like I feel like I'm a lot less lazy with my time. Like if I'm even if I'm not performing with y'all, I'm not at work. I'm still doing productive stuff around my apartment, whether it's just cleaning or whatnot. And, I'm not sitting around playing video games all day. Is what I'm trying to
See,
say.
that's the magic fucking sentence right there.
I'm so happy.
Nothing makes me happier than that. Turbo and I have a loathing. I mean, there's not a word that's strong enough I just detest hearing grown people saying that they play video games.
Adults.
That's what I mean, grown people. When they use so much of their day to...
I'm not even. Yeah.
I know a young fella, I'm not going to mention his name. You know him very well. It begins with a K and ends with a din, but he told me, he said, yeah, you do all this stuff and then you got to start another level and it's all gone. You have to start again. And he was kind of, and I saw it in his eyes, he was kind of like, he sees it. He sees the way. Anyway, so with you, Frank, Lynn, Sar, Jane, you have a full-time job. You live alone. And we ask you to play a lot of songs, learn a lot of songs, come with the work done, so we don't have to go over it step by step. That's a big deal.
Thank you. Yeah, and to that point, it's all very much a time management thing, and just planning ahead of it, and just so I'm not scrambling at the last minute to just get whatever I need to get done for said day. And I've always been good at time management, even when I was younger and all.
Right.
So I definitely have that strong background working
Credit.
for me.
I'll credit Mr. and Mrs. Sartain on that one.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Good job. Chad, same question. And please don't do the crotch shot this time.
Hold it, yeah.
That was way too satisfying.
I was thinking the scene of where I played live with a band for the first time in high school was pretty cementing for me. I mean, I'd already decided to be a musician by that point, but have that whole experience of going through what we went through as a band, none of us ever really haven't been in a band before, and getting all the way up to performing at this high school dance, that was a big fucking deal for all of us. So, yeah.
Well, okay, so give me the band members and who would play them.
Oh, jeez. God, I'm going to struggle to find names.
So, so how many people in the band? I'll make it easy.
5?
5 people, including you, or 5?
No, wait, there were 7 because we had 2 backup singers.
Oh, wait, we're not talking about them. So,
That's one of the more interesting bits.
huh?
That's one of the more interesting parts.
Oh, you're the director, right? So, were they female or male?
Of course, they were female.
Oh,
No, wait, there were 3 backup singers. How many times there were 2?
Wait.
So we do a bass player, drummer, guitar player, me, keyboard player, percussionist, 6. So there's 9 of us. God, that's insane. This is getting really confusing.
Okay, Turbo, you're up.
I'm going to take a very difficult event and I'm going to make it the movie. I'm going to change it from nonfiction to fiction. I'm going to make it dark.
Okay.
So, I don't know if I ever talked about this on SlapperCast, but when I was, and this is real, this happened. When I was 18 years old, my twin brother fell off a roof, and it wasn't like he was up there for work. It was a party moment, middle of the night, I had got to the party to try to get it under control. And I'm trying to make this story short, but
You don't have to.
and he was on the roof, and he was drinking a 40, and I was trying to get him down off the roof, and he took all of his clothes off and went to jump in the swimming pool, and he got hooked on the antenna wire, and boom, down he went head first into the ground, rolled in the pool, and sank to the bottom. And I had to pull him out of the bottom of the pool and resuscitate him and get him to the hospital, and it was freaking crazy. I can't even say it. Like, where he hit the ground, it was like, bam! And I take my and trying to get something out of the swimming pool. I didn't realize how heavy your body was. Like, I almost couldn't get him out of the pool. I was in the pool pushing him out like this, and I rolled him out of the pool. And my buddy Nate's there, who went to Ireland with us, he helped me. We like got him out of the pool, and everyone's just standing there like, I mean, nobody's moving. They're just like frozen. It looked like the Twilight Zone.
He was dead.
He was out. He wasn't breathing. I put him on his back. I opened his mouth. I mean, he was full of water. He's blood all over him. And I took my shirt off and tied it around his head to try to, because I was like, oh my God, he's wide open. And then I just go, all right, you go into that CPR mode. I'm like, you call 911. And I'm like, see if he's got a pulse. I'm checking his pulse. I'm like, he's got a pulse. I'm like, he's not breathing. And so I was like, bam, on his stomach as hard as I could, right below his sternum. And next thing you know, he started like spitting up and throwing up, and I rolled him over. And then I was like, we got to get him to the hospital. And I just picked him up like this.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize he had a broken back. And, oh man, he was in the hospital for weeks. It was crazy. But anyway, this is going to get dark. But my fiction version of the story would be what would have happened if he didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I still will randomly think about that.
Of course.
Like, I can see it in color, and I'm like, man, if I wasn't there,
Yeah.
the people that were at this party, they didn't give a shit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, but nobody freaking helped. They just stood there, and they were more concerned with, oh my God, we're all underage and partying.
Yeah.
We don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, he could have not made it. And so, oh man. And the reason why I thought of this too is because I've been looking for Kevin and Kurt pictures to get back online. And I found a picture of Kurt like 2 weeks after that accident. About 3 weeks actually after the accident. He was already home.
Yeah.
And he's in like a big kind of a half bodysuit thing, because he had to be kind of like strung like this,
Yeah.
And man, I thought I was close with my twin brother. Like, you're really close in life, being a twin. But when you have to like bathe your brother, and he can't even take care of himself for like a couple weeks until he can like kind of get his extremities back, like, that was crazy.
Yes.
But that would be my movie.
That's a great scene. So let me tell you this: would Eagle Scout Frank Sartain be able to play a part in this movie scene?
He would be one of the doctors in the hospital.
Yeah. Would Forgetful Smalley be able to jump in and add anything? Ambulance driver?
No, he would be my neighbor.
Your neighbor?
Yeah, he would be my neighbor, because I lived in this apartment complex, and we lived on the second story. Well, I couldn't get him up the stairs, so while he was in the hospital, I had to move. So I talked to the apartment complex. I had to move our apartment down to a bottom one, because I'm like, he can't go upstairs. There's no elevators, So, oh man, that was such a.
That's a crazy story.
It was.
I've heard. Well, I was saying earlier. I've heard this story. It's never changed. It's exactly what happened. I see it like a movie when you tell me, because I saw the. We've been to Havasu a few times. We've met these people. We've talked to them. We've met your family. We've met. It's been such a. This man has a book and a movie, and his life story is so full of these moments of life and death. Let's also take another scene. I want to do another scene where you were jet skiing.
Oh, the kneeboarding?
Was it kneeboarding?
Where I crashed?
Concussion?
Yeah.
Yes. Tell that story. I love that one.
Oh, so it was early in the morning. It was my dad, and oh man, when I was a kid, my dad was so cool. We used to go on the lake all the time, but we were kneeboarding, And it was early in the morning. And it's me, my dad, my brother Kurt, and 2 of my buddies. And I was kneeboarding, and I got way outside the wake. And then my dad kind of cut the boat over a little bit, and here I come across the wake. And you know, I wasn't that good, but I could do things on the kneeboard. You know, I was decent. And I tried to flip out, like kind of barrel flip. Well, as I came around, the board just kind of caught the water. I was in the wrong angle, and the board catches the water, and I just stopped in like full speed, and my head went boom, and I hit the board, and I was out. And next thing you know, I'm tumbling in the water. Well, here they come back. Here comes the boat. And my dad's like, "Oh man, you okay?" My buddy's like, "Are you good?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Well, I hadn't quite realized that I was knocked out. Like I had been knocked out, and so I just like, "Oh man, I'm done," you know. And so I get in the boat. My dad's like, "All right, well, let's go cliff jumping." And so we went to Copper Canyon, and so anybody who's ever been to Havasu back in the day, Copper Canyon is super famous. And fucking pricks. It's alright.
Yeah, just
You're good. So anyway, we go to Copper Canyon. Well, they got like different levels, and we're climbing up there to jump off, and I'm kind of up on like the higher one.
yeah.
And my buddy's like, "Do a flip off the cliff." And so I'm like, oh, and to just back up, I brought my life jacket. I was like, I'm going to bring my life jacket. And I've never jumped off a cliff that I can remember with a life jacket. And I was like, I'm going to wear my life jacket. And anyway, I get up there, and I'm like kind of a little dazed, and I'm like, something's off, something's wrong. So I kind of climbed down to the lower one. Well, anyway, I did a flip off this cliff. When my feet hit the water, I had lost all like motor function. It was like I was in slow motion under the water. It was like my brain disconnected from my body. I couldn't move my arms and legs, and I was just underwater going, oh, I'm done. And then because I had that life jacket on, I just floated to the top, and I was just like a buoy in the water. And I was just like, I don't know how long it was. It felt like a long time. It could have been a half a second. I don't know. It just was like, I was like, and then all of a sudden I'm like, and I'm like, and then here comes my arms, you know, and I'm kind of starting, well, anyway, I kind of just, and nobody's even noticing. Like, they're all just, we're goofing off, we're kids. Yeah. And I was 14 years old. And anyway, we get to the boat. I can barely get in the boat. I mean, I'm like, you know, and well, anyway, I was rung. And we get back to the house. I don't even remember what we did from that point to the house. I just know when we got back to the house, my dad we always had to like kind of wipe down the boat and clean the boat. And I told my dad, can I just go inside and lay down? I don't feel good. He goes, yeah, you can. Well, anyway, I go inside and lay down. Well, I woke up in the afternoon, and my vision was blurry. Like, I kind of had this light bruise right here on my face, you know, like bruising. And I was like, Mom, something's wrong. And I'm going like this. And she's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I crashed on the kneeboard. And she was like, what? And then, she was so mad at my dad. And because he's like, I don't know. He said he was fine, you know. And well, dude, what ended up happening is I had a brain hemorrhaging, and I was I had to go to the hospital. And luckily, it was minor in regards to that situation.
Yeah.
But it took me like all summer. I wasn't allowed to like shower because I couldn't have any contact on my head. I wasn't allowed to like dive in a pool, nothing.
Yeah.
And I just remember, I don't remember a lot of that summer other than I felt like I was hungover. That's the only way to describe it. Back then I didn't know what being hungover was, but it felt like you were hungover. But I just remember my right? Shh, come on.
Yeah.
But Frank's parents are listening.
Yeah.
But
they're high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just remember my brother and Danny were playing a video game, and I'm sitting on the bed, and all of a sudden I just was sitting there, and all of a sudden I went, oh my God, the fog just moved. And I remember saying out loud, I'm back.
Yeah.
And Danny and Kurt turn around like this, and they're like, what? And I go, guys, I'm back. I'm back. And it was like all of a sudden I felt like myself again. It was like my body went, enough of this shit. And I just came back. And it was like, because even when I was trying to think all summer I was like, oh, it was just like things were just more difficult, and then it just went away like blink of an eye, and yeah, dude, it was wild.
Yeah.
Like
These stories are,
I couldn't work, I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I had like a summer thing, I couldn't do any of that.
they're all verifiable because we met the actors, we met the players in the in the scenes.
This is why I think Lizzie Lohan plays me, and then when you have the brain hemorrhaging, you turn into Carrot Top. You know, you get a different character. I bet you I could get my hands on like the CAT scan.
Yeah.
And I had 2 of those. 2 moments like that.
Yeah.
So not a brain hemorrhaging, but I got knocked out one time at school, and I woke up in the hospital. They said I was awake before,
That was
but
the football?
that was where I hit the guy's. My head hit a guy's thigh playing football, and I was out. And I just remember kind of. They said I was awake the whole time, but I don't remember. I only remember it because I was told.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. It's not in my memory. It's just in my. Somebody told me that it happened. But
Yeah.
I thought I was playing quarterback, and Danny's like, "Man, you went out for this pass." And I dove for this pass, and
Yeah.
this guy came across, and I was like laid out like this, and then my face just hit him right in the
Yeah.
thigh. You know, we're playing like high school weightlifting, touch football.
Yeah. That's-
on the off day.
That's insane.
David
That's
Snow, that was the kid's name that I hit.
And who would he play? Who would play him?
David Snow?
Yeah. In that scene. See, now it's going to be forever.
Oh, here we go.
I know.
This is where Chad could play it.
Oh, okay. Chad, did you play any sports at school?
No.
Frank?
I did play some when I was younger.
What?
They ranged from it was like baseball, basketball. I did I did swimming for a little bit. Soccer was the main sport. And I feel like I was the best at that one.
That was my next question. Okay.
And the coach always put me like in very much like defensive positions. Soccer was definitely a lot of great memories and great exercise too.
Oh, no, Race Jones would play David Snow.
Race Jones.
And then we become, like, good friends after that. And we see I had to alter the stories.
I can see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Race Jones, man, talk about a missed opportunity. That guy should be a leading man in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Race
cool.
Jones.
He's cool.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
You're going to get to meet him this year, too.
Yeah.
And his dad.
Yeah, his dad and his stepmom are coming to Ireland.
Yeah.
They signed up.
That's so cool. All right, listen. We've gone really long on this one, but we're going to do this one again. But we're going to have a little homework. So
You didn't do yours.
I know that's what are we at, an hour already?
Sorry, I went off on mine.
No, it's good. It's good. We can even take your second one and put that onto the next one.
Gotcha.
But I was just thinking, we should have okay. Let me just do my actors. My mother would be Tina Turner. My dad would be. It would probably be Bill Cosby if he was ever in a motion picture. But I'm just kidding. My dad would be Samuel Jackson. I would be an older me would be Jackie Chan, and a younger me would be what's the kid from Different Strokes?
Emmanuel something?
No, that was.
Different Strokes?
Oh, come on. Anyway,
Oh,
a younger me would be
Scott Baio.
No, I'll tell you.
No.
No.
Coleman?
I've got it. The young me would be Cat Williams.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one because he's the same height as he was in 5th grade as he is now, and I just think, So I think our homework should be we're going to do another scene from another part of our life, and whole new cast, whole new parents, everything. Right?
All right.
Sound good?
Yep.
So let me just tell you this, boys and girls. By the time you're watching this wonderful episode, look at that moon, not cool? By the time you're indulging in SlapperCast episode 319, we're going to be on our way to Western Missouri
Nice.
with young Franklin and the Big Red Horn in tow.
Big red horn. Big red heart. Big red heart.
You tell
Big
him.
red heart.
All right, you got to teach him some counting. All right, we could probably get away with 2 of those. Anyway, so smart ass. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we'll probably forget because it's 3 weeks from now. But anyway, I do want to say this, and I know I speak for all of us when I say this. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, our friends that traveled so many miles to come and see us and stayed for so long to watch us perform and brought us so much food and Lori. I mean, how much did Lori help this week? I mean, good God, I've never seen so much merchandise move across the table like that. She's just been amazing. So when I say I speak for all of us, I know it. We never take it for granted. I was talking to some people from Round Rock tonight, and they said, "Oh yeah, you're only minutes away from the house, you know, but still, you gotta." Everybody dressed up. They all look great. They all came out. They stayed all night. They danced. They, you know, it's we never take it for granted, and we're so appreciative, and we're dragging Frank out on the road with us because things are happening. You know, the performance has really elevated, in my opinion.
And I should clarify the whole dragging. They may be dragging me, but I'm not kicking and screaming.
That's exactly
notice
right.
Notice that part.
That's exactly right. It's because we've pumped you full of drugs. You can't move. You got your turbo in the.
Yeah, he crashed on the keyboard. He's bobbing.
Yeah, but it really is. We've been you know. I hate when bands do like, great job. No, but we've taken that step up, and it's really showing. And last side story tonight, I'm just so amazed. I'm so amazed. They had the whole trip up here today. I've been squawking much like this, but a lot less. I was just trying to get my voice back for tonight. And how long did we play? 3 hours?
Yeah,
How long was that set?
2.5. About.
2.5?
Yeah, like straight.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hour set tonight. And I had no voice when we started. And it was there. It's just, it's fucking amazing. So,
That's wild.
I'm just blown away by that. The reason why I'm saying it is because I won't be this amazed tomorrow. I'm going to make up game. You know, but for everybody for people to make that effort, I've been saying it for a long time now. Rock and roll needs the CPR. It needs live music needs. I don't know what it needs, but the fact that all our friends and all these people are making such an effort to come out and come to these venues and take such good care of the staff. The staff are so happy with all the people that come to see us because your generosity, you're so good, you're so pleasant to wait on and blah blah blah. So from Blaggards, we thank you. Just so grateful for your, you know, to come out and trust us with your holidays. You know, these Paddy's days and whatnot. It's a joy, and we're going to constantly improve so we can entertain you on and on and on. So thanks for that, and we hope to see you all soon. And you know, get in the van. Let's go to Weston. We're gonna have a good time. Weston and Wichita.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Night.
Cheers.